What's going on, S2S fam? Listen, this episode of the Secrets to Success podcast is brought to you by our amazing sponsor, our longest standing sponsor relationship, Organifi. Get ready to unlock your true potential with their incredible products. If you're looking to take your health to the next level, I want you to meet Organifi, the brand that's revolutionizing the wellness industry. If your parents were anything like mine or your grandparents and they want you to eat those grains, eat them vegetables, listen, Organifi has solved that for us. Their flagship product, the Organifi green juice, is packed with superfoods like spirulina, chlorella, moringa, and it serves to boost your immune system and energize your morning. But that's not all, y'all. Try Organifi red juice for a refreshing pick-me-up. Packed with antioxidant-rich fruits, it enhances focus and ignites creativity. And when it's time to wind down, enjoy that Organifi Gold, a soothing blend of turmeric, ginger, and reishi mushrooms that promotes deep sleep and relaxation. Organifi sources the highest quality ingredients from organic farms worldwide, ensuring that their products are vegan-friendly, gluten-free, and free of artificial additives. Pure nutrition in every sip. And here's the best part. As a valued listener of the S2S podcast, you have a special offer, all right? Visit Organifi.com/success. That's Organifi.com/success and use the promo code SUCCESS. And that unlocks for you a 20% discount on all their products. So don't wait. Start your journey to health today with Organifi. Organifi.com/success. Use the promo code SUCCESS at checkout and experience the transformation for yourself. Your future self will thank you. Get ready to supercharge your hydration game with our amazing sponsor, Element. Picture this. You're in the zone. You're giving it your all, but something's missing. That's where Element comes in, offering you the ultimate electrolyte drink mix that's tailor-made for athletes, high performers, and anyone who wants to stay at the top of their game. Element is not your ordinary sports drink. It's a game changer. Packed with essential electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and magnesium in the correct ratios, Element is designed to replenish what you lose through your sweat, helping you to stay properly hydrated and ready to conquer any and all challenges that come your way. Say goodbye to those sugary, artificially flavored beverages. Element is all about clean, science-backed hydration. No sugar, no junk, no fillers. It's just the pure, refreshing goodness you need to fuel your body and perform at your best. And it gets even better, guys. Element tastes absolutely amazing with flavors like citrus salt, raspberry, watermelon, and many more. Every sip is a burst of deliciousness that keeps you coming back for more. Finally, hydration that excites your taste buds. But don't just take my word for it. Element has an army of fans, from elite athletes to top performers, who swear by its effectiveness. They know that when it comes to reaching peak performance, hydration is a non-negotiable, and Element delivers on its promise every time. Visit drinklmnt.com/success to order your Element sample pack today. Visit drinklmnt.com/success and experience the difference that Element can make in your performance.
If you're anywhere and you feel uncomfortable, the only reason you feel uncomfortable is because you're thinking about what somebody's thinking about you. And you know why you feel uncomfortable? Because you're not being your natural self. So the only thing that stops you from being your natural self is thinking about what other people are thinking about you. When you no longer think about what people think about you, then you're your natural self. And guess what they are? They're attracted to you because you're your natural self.
You ready? All right.
And shout out to Ben. Ben took the book that I wrote and he's been breaking the book down and feeding it back to me. I was like, oh, that's deep. I don't know that I wrote all that.
Right.
But he came up with this thing called the potential paradox. And like we really trying to break down like what's this event gonna be about? And what we were talking about is, and we're dealing with the expectations of other people, all right? So if you're in an environment where you got high expectations of you, can you see any problems that could come from that?
Yeah.
Like what do you see? Like,
well, if they're too high, you could be stressed to blank out.
Yeah, trying to meet
their expectations.
I'm gonna paint the picture. So, all right, you come from an environment where it's like, yo, you just kind of do you, no real expectations. You see problems that come with that? You come from an environment where there's low expectations. Bro, you about to be a bum. You see a problem with that? So I'm saying, I don't care what household you grew up in. I'm saying there's healthy and there's unhealthy in every which category.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So for me, what I'm trying to understand, because I have a healthy two-parent, my brother, like I have healthy, but still somewhere in there, somebody's expectations threw me off.
I done beat many of people in spades who had the joker deuce.
You get what I'm
You
saying?
ain't know how to play that joint. I promise you. You threw it too early.
Right.
You ain't throw it
Too
at the
late.
right time. You
Yeah.
cut your partner out.
Yeah.
You missed the book there.
Yeah.
You overbid your books.
Yeah.
Bro, there's plenty of ways to win. But to your point, Carl, yeah, no, it's absolutely true.
And plenty of ways to lose.
It's plenty of
ways
ways
to lose.
Plenty of ways to
And that's
lose.
what I'm saying. Is like, you know, I used to be telling Boog, and we talked about it a lot, and I was just like, you know, you're like, man, my dad. And I'm like, yeah, your dad is like, he owned it. Like, that's just his, you know, nature or whatever. And it's funny because I would talk to Boog, and then I would talk to Kale, and he'd be like, oh, yeah, I ain't had no dad. And I'd be like, I'm just telling you for real.
Really? Yeah.
And I got love for y'all both as close to me as could possibly be. But I would literally talk to Boog. He'd be like, oh, my dad, he just on my head, man. Everything I do, he trying to tell me, da, 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 da. And then I talk to Kale, and he'd be like, yeah, I'm struggling, man. I ain't got no dad. And I used to be like, okay, so your problem is you got too much of a dad.
Oh.
I said, okay, this sounds like Goldilocks now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need it, like, and I promise you, this is just right. And a lot of you, like, you're, and not Boog, thank God Boog got delivered from that. That's why you're here with us now. But, like, you out there waiting to be like, this is just right. And that's the only time you're gonna do it is when and it's like, yo, it don't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for me, yeah, I might have got dealt a great hand in terms of character, my father, and all of those things. But me and Moore got dealt the most blue-collar hand that ever lived. This hand we playing now ain't got nothing to do with blue-collar. Let me tell you something, how Moore moving and shaking throughout the world, ain't nothing blue-collar about it.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my dog is really getting active, and I say that in all grateful ways. Like, y'all go to the crib, it's something it's Dubai at his house. Like, that didn't come from that.
Thank you.
Now, some character stuff and some some like manhood stuff or whatever, yeah, we leverage those things to get to where we at. But when you talk about playing your hand, E, to your point, it's so critical. Listen to what he said. Step number one, I don't know what we said last week, but step number one this week, caring about what other people think is a poverty strategy. Listen to what I'm telling you. Here's the crazy thing I realized, and I told y'all before, like when people be like, yo, see, like, bro, again, I'm trying to teach my son this now. And again, I promise you, all jokes aside, more, I would be the class president, most popular in class, most this, most that, like just since I was little, right? And if I look back and you said, why you think you were? I never cared what nobody else thought. Everybody could be like, yo, we doing kickball today. And I'm like, I don't feel like playing kickball, I'm finna go. And then people would be like, oh yeah, no, let's just, and I told my son this, I'm like, yo, it's crazy that everybody look up to the person who don't care what other people think. But then they care about what other people think.
Right.
So what sense does that make? Like, we all want to be around the dude who like, hey, I'm good. Like, bro, y'all would have to be in my shoes and see the people, we going over such, I'm talking about, Maul was with me. We had a chance to go to one of the most famous individuals in North America house.
No joke.
I was supposed to go.
No joke.
Me and Maul went and ate a lobster roll on South Beach. And I was like, I'm good. Maul's here. I'm going with Maul. And we went and ate a lobster roll on South Beach instead of going to somebody's crib and hanging out for the day at a $50 million house.
Easy.
I don't know.
Easy.
Bro, I really, like, again, that don't make me better. I just don't care to be in your presence because there's nothing you can do for me.
Absolutely.
I'm not, like, this ain't it wasn't no business stuff for me.
Let me free.
So me being around somebody like that is doing nothing.
But
It's not affirming me.
Yeah.
It's not making me feel no
Yeah,
better.
but let me free up those of us who are not where you are, because this is where we need to be. We're actually believing that being with other people is gonna blow us up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the opposite. We're actually believing, yo, in my
It's
world.
not. It's not.
It's not, but I'm saying.
Oh, it's not.
But you gotta the sooner you realize that, so that's why I said step 2 of poverty strategy is to be real. And here's the deal. You kind of know it don't because you've been in people's presence before. This is why God is so good. This is what I love about God. We be on some dumb stuff. And God is like, oh, okay, no. I told you don't do it that way. But if you want to do it that way, go ahead and do it so I can show you that ain't really what you think it is. What we end up doing is getting addicted to our way because you already know it don't work. Like you are, like, bro, let me just say this. Anybody who has been in college and had the greatest time of their life, meaning you went to some party and got stupid drunk, you know for a fact that you picked up a habit of getting drunk that you know it don't feel as good as in your brain how it felt. You know you wake up with a headache, you wake up throwing up, you wake up, somebody told you something happened, you don't even remember that it happened. But the idea of it is what makes you a group of people, we about to drink. Bro, you understand the reason why I never got drunk? The reason why, like, other than the fact that my family couldn't handle it, I used to listen to my aunts talk when they got drunk, and I was always scared to get drunk because I was like, people be saying some real stuff when they get drunk. They be saying, and I ain't talking about like beer. I'm talking about that real brown syrupy stuff. My aunt,
Lamar and them was drinking at the Q house.
Bruh. Look, I used to
make
hear,
it sci-fi.
It's not brown, it's purple.
It's called Q oil.
Hey, I used to hear conversations, and I was like, yo, they talking to each other like that?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm good on that. I don't even want my secrets. Like, if I got drunk, I know I'm already talking reckless.
See, that's my problem. I was watching the people two-step.
Just having fun.
Oh, no, I wasn't watching
Frankie Beverly and Maze. I was like, hey.
I wasn't watching
And now that you said, you taking me back, my environment obviously wasn't that, but I remember if you talk about drunk, we had a neighbor that literally, I'll get up to go to school in the morning, my man is passed out bleeding. Like, I'm not kidding. My man drank my whole life.
He going crazy.
No, my man drank my whole life. So when I think, I'm saying he just like passed out, hit his head on the curb or something. My man just laying out, like, we going to school. So
but I'm saying he kept doing it, Carl.
But
you know that ain't good.
Life,
but I'm just saying, he know that wasn't good.
So your whole life you saw situations.
That's why that bottle of Barbados rum I got at the
but I'm just saying, you see what I'm saying? That dude that's doing that, he know that ain't good for him. But what happens is, you get this fakeness, and then you start doing it, and then you start fantasizing. Bruh, it was not, okay, I give it to you. You did something once or twice, it was dope. By the 10th, 20th time you did it, it wasn't the same as when you did whatever that was. And then when you got out of college and you was doing it, it definitely ain't at 26 the same as it was when you was 18. So what I'm saying, God is so good, he'll let you get with that group, and then you'll leave and your bank account ain't changed none. Your bank account ain't changed hanging with them. They ain't gave you no opportunity. If they rap, they couldn't just put you on.
So that's my point, though. So then if you know that.
But it's kind of almost too late when you, like, that's what I'm
just saying. I'm really trying to think, like, 'cause I see people like, yo, if I could just be around. But it's like.
What did you always say? See, don't mess up a story with the truth. But people living like that. So it's like, you know it's not the truth. But now you didn't lie to yourself and told yourself. So it's like, here's what I want y'all to do. For those of you who are like me and you said whatever, bruh, I realized, man, these boys telling me to sell dope. I'm like, yo, bro, it done got to a point where they like, yo, E, you ain't got no option. Get in the whip, let's go. We about to go get that work. I can't say no. I was homeless. Y'all put me up in the crib. I ain't had no money to eat. Y'all gave me bread.
Right, so I got to.
Bro, they used to buy me gear.
Yeah.
I'm walking around with the Adidas tracksuit on, the shoes. I ain't paid for nothing. I ain't never had to fight. I mean, I fought, but I already knew the deal. My boys was killers. I'm talking about not shooting. I'm talking about with their hands. They was knocking cats out. Boom, boom. Like, they took pride. And you got a gun, bah, knock you out. Talking about it. So when it was showtime, I was like, bruh, one, I can't carry a pistol because I ain't about to kill nobody. Two, I ain't trying to go to jail. And I woke up one day and was like, E, bro, you need to get your GED and get up out this joint. Period. Because you know where this is going to take you. But I was still lying, being somewhere I shouldn't have been. Why? Because the community part. There was community part. Yes, it was danger, Maul, but it was community. They knew my name. I had a nickname. He do this and that. We played football, tackle football. Like, I was that dude. You know what I'm saying? We played Monopoly with cars. I want to play with E. So E pray for us. E go to church. E pray. So-and-so about to go to jail. Pray. So Maul, they knew me. They loved me. The danger part, they weren't trying to set me up. It was just the life that everybody was living. Well, nobody trying to, like, do nothing wrong to me. It was just like, yo, people sold dope to make money.
What was the nickname on the block?
They called me Eazy E. Yeah, they call me Eazy E. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm
just saying, I still want people to know what it is.
I just want to name the podcast Eazy E, but I needed him to say it for me.
I had the shirt with it on.
Did you have a Jerry curl?
Yeah, I didn't ever have a Jerry curl. Now, I'm going to tell you why I didn't, though. No, I wanted a Jerry curl.
Then I let the Alpine play.
I wanted one, Carl.
Bumper news.
But my mom was so against it. even when I left the crib. You know some of the stuff your parents tell you, even when you leave the crib, you still, my mom was super against the Jerry curl. Nah, quiet as kept. I might get in trouble for this one. But Didi did have the Jerry curl. She had the Jerry curl.
What's up?
With the Michael Jackson
She
jacket.
did. Didi had the Jerry curl with the jacket. But I'm just saying, Maul, how do we get caught up? We get caught up because it's community.
It's community.
And we don't think that there's another
fulfilling
community.
a need.
It is.
It is fulfilling.
Don't sit here and act like we ain't getting nothing from it. We are. We got a group of people that know that. But can I be honest? For some of us, we're settling for that group. Not that that group is bad, but we're settling just because we want to be affirmed. And here's what I'm going to tell you for those of us who've experienced this. The only way to go from that to the next one is you have to be alone. And for some of us, being alone kills us. But that's the price to pay. Talk to me.
Tell us how being a part of that group fed you, and then when you went to the next group, how did you replace that feeling?
You saying when I end up going to Oakwood?
Yep, when you left the streets, when you left the D, and you transitioned from that group and how they were feeding you, how they made you feel, what they were talking to you about, when you went on to the next group.
I think the only thing I did different when I went, because I had a group of dudes, bro, that really had my back, bro. Like, I ain't gonna speak evil. It's just dope wasn't my thing. If I didn't have a problem selling dope, I would have been good. But I was going to church, giving my life to Christ, so shooting and killing somebody or fighting somebody, like that wasn't necessarily my thing. I did it when you said it wasn't some of the stuff you did. I fought a lot. That wasn't my thing, but I did do it because that was as far as I was willing to go to be accepted in that community. I wasn't willing to shoot nobody. I knew I wasn't meant. I couldn't do prison. I knew I didn't have what it take to go to jail.
Amen.
So that was the thing that always kind of kept me like, you out here acting like you, but bro, you know you can't go to jail.
No.
Like I just couldn't go to jail. So I think they was good people.
Lee Dilsey out here alone with that Jerry curl.
Oh, bro.
You don't want to do that.
Eazy had to get right.
Right. So that was a piece. That was a piece.
Yeah.
I'm glad he said that because Didi kind of replaced some of my boys because Didi again was probably one of the longer relations. Like Bob was definitely Didi in terms he looked out, but Didi was like, I'm looking out and I got a plan.
Yeah.
I got a plan. Yep. Bob was looking out, but we ain't had no plan of getting out the city.
Day to day.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't had no plan to get out the city. Didi had a plan to get us out the city. Didi was like, yo, we getting up out of here. Get your GD, roll with me. So when I got to Oakwood, same thing, but I started making decisions like, yo, I'm not going to get with people. I'm not going to get with people who represent where I am. I'm going to get with people who represent where I'm going. You feel me? Yep. So Irv was better than I was. Irv was going to be a lawyer. So I was like, okay, I need to start hanging with people who don't satisfy who I am, but what Trey was going to be a pastor. You know, Eric Walsh was going to be a doctor. All of them today are exactly what they said they was going to be. Joey went
what
to
did
Take
you say
Six.
he was going to be back then? You said he was going to be a speaker?
Community activist. Because I used to watch.
You never said pastor back then.
No, I definitely wasn't no pastor. But I saw community activists. I was like, I can do that. They care for their people, whatever. So I always wanted to be a community activist. And I spoke because that's what community activists do.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be no pastor. But I
didn't know the exact terminology that you used.
Yeah, I'm talking about Maul. As soon as I got on campus, I did not hang with anybody that was on the level that I was on. Wow. I always hung out with cats.
From the streets with their GED.
Well, I'm sure there was, there was cats though that was still, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They grew up in the church, but weren't necessarily, they was only at Oakwood because they were forced to be at Oakwood. That wasn't their dream or their goal.
But that was,
shout out to Skip.
But that was your intentional mindset.
Yeah.
I'm going to find people that's different from anything
even
that I know.
with Skip. Like Skip, you know, he'll tell you,
Skip was blowing trees for sure.
Skip would tell
Shout out to Skip, man. He lived his testimony, bro. Skip knows that's
you know
my dog.
Skip listening. You know Skip listening right now. You know he is, but Skip was another dude
we got a connection.
Yeah, Skip was another dude that knew where he wanted to go. He had plans, whatever. And so he went and got his master's. So you know what I'm saying? So
what's Skip doing now?
His family has their own real estate. Bank and everything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they've been at the bank. Matter of fact,
the
they were the only ones that built a dorm on Oakwood College campus. Wow. It's called a Highland from their family business. So Skip would do all of the, real estate side of it. So again, I'm saying to those of you, find a community that has a community that's safe, that kind of what you want, that's mutual, that they're not gonna hurt you to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and if you can't find one, join one.
Right. That's it.
Doggone it, it's
Yeah.
75 people downstairs right now.
Right now.
Getting
And
the whole
extreme
community.
Yeah.
Bro, they going out to eat together.
Yeah.
They hanging out last night. They calling me for restaurant recommendations in the city. They like, yo, we going here. Where's crack chicken? Like, bro, they done found their way into a community.
I want to say, especially E, for the people that know that you're easily influenced.
Right.
Let me say this loud
Yeah,
and
be
clear.
real.
If Carl was in an environment that was not with Eric Thomas and not with CJ, I'm not playing with y'all. I don't know where can I be real?
Had
I'm
Carl
a good dude.
set it off.
I'm saying
Carl
I'm a
would've
good
been-
dude.
Set it off.
But I don't know where I would have been. So I'm just saying the environment, and again, I had to go through my emotional part of it and be alone and figure some stuff out. But I'm saying I was in a positive mutual environment the entire time. So no matter what I went
Man,
through, I tried
dog,
to
if
figure
y'all
it out.
understand, like, even the transformation I've seen in Carl in the last few years, like, if you understand that the only transformation that you have to make is just believing that you're the one.
Self.
I just told Carl, I'm like, bruh, you really got the juice. I'm like, bruh, if you believed it, do you know how dangerous you would be? Like, just as an individual, because believing it and acting like it,
That's
people
what
start to
convinced
treat you
everybody
like
else.
that.
Yeah.
I talked about it with my mom. I cannot wait to get my mom on the podcast. I'm getting my mom on the Patreon. Shout out to y'all. She's not coming on the main one. She's coming on the Patreon. Y'all should be on Patreon. If you're not, shout out to all, first of all, shout out to all our Patreon fam. The Patreon community is blowing up. We posting in there every day. That's where my IG lives, my family IG. We posting. It's going down. So y'all come over to the Patreon. But again, what I was telling my mom is, bruh, like half of the battle is looking like you the one.
And like you said, believing like you the one.
And, bruh, I'm just saying, my man came in and coming to America with the lion over his thing and hit the barbershop. They like, I don't know who my man is, but he walked in with the rose petals. Yeah. And so it was just like, hey, I'm being dramatic, but what I'm trying to show you is, like, when Maul walk into a room, it's clear Maul's here. And so the energy now starts to coalesce around the fact that, whoa, Maul's here. And I don't mean Maul like 9 to 5 millionaire or famous Maul or celebrity Maul. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
It's the same
when
Maul.
we met Maul.
It's the same Maul.
My point exactly.
He had been had the gym downstairs.
So look, so when I'm telling y'all, like, me being on South Beach and not going, when I tell you that's how I knew Maul, bruh, how long did you have my number before you called me?
At least 3-4 years.
3-4 years that he had my number. He coming to our events. So I'm feeling some kind of way because I'm like, yo, you should be like a fan and like impressed by us. Maul would come sit in the front row, be like this. Afterwards, be like, what up, dog, you good? Boom, I'm gone. And then the next time I see him, I'll be like, yo, take my number down. He was like, oh, I got it. Do you know how, I start going, ooh.
Right.
What he doing that he don't need to?
You missing what you saying.
Bruh, I'm like, I would see him at the next one. He'd be at the next one. Front row, VIP. Front row, pay for everything. I'd be like, hey, take my number down, bro. He'd be like, see, I got it, bro. In my mind, I'm like, he must not even have it because there's no way you ain't got my number and you're not calling me. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is because he had his own thing going.
This episode is made possible by BetterHelp. Ever feel like life's a race and you're sprinting to make decisions at every turn? From work responsibilities to family commitments, it's easy to get lost in the chaos and find yourself standing at crossroads, unsure which path to take. I've experienced countless moments of uncertainty, and let's be real, we all have. But here's a valuable secret. Seeking guidance during those times can be a total game changer, and that's where therapy comes in. A remarkable resource that equips us with the tools to gracefully tackle life's challenges, set those all-important boundaries, and unleash the absolute best version of ourselves. And here's the kicker. Therapy isn't just for those facing major struggles. It's truly a pleasure to introduce to you something that's poised to revolutionize your approach to personal growth. BetterHelp. In the whirlwind of life's demands, BetterHelp steps in as your trusted companion, guiding you towards becoming an even better you. Imagine having therapy on your terms. BetterHelp offers a simple online process built to fit seamlessly into your busy schedule. It starts with a short questionnaire that matches you with a licensed therapist. And if for any reason you're not satisfied, you can switch therapists whenever you need at no extra cost. Empower yourself with a choice that leads to growth. And make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/success today to get an exclusive 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com, betterhelp, HELP.com/success. Do you remember all those life insurance ads on the radio when you were a kid? Probably not, right? And that was because it was for your parents to worry about. Well, guess what? Now you're the parent. And now it's time to get life insurance to help protect your family. Fabric by Gerber Life makes it quick and easy to get a high-quality policy so your family is covered if the unexpected happens. Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high-quality, surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutes. Fabric offers flexible policies that fit your family and budget, like $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day. You can get a personalized quote in minutes and apply when it suits you. It's all online and on your schedule. You can go from start to covered in less than 10 minutes with no health exam required. Not sure if life insurance is right for you? Take Fabric's quick 60-second quiz to find out. There's no risk to apply. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can cancel at any time. Fabric has partnered with Gerber Life, which is trusted by millions of families for over 50 years. They've earned over 1,700 5-star reviews and are rated excellent on Trustpilot. Plus, Fabric offers more than just life insurance. Their digital platform lets you create wills, access college savings funds, and manage your family's finances all from your phone. Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/success. That's meetfabric.com/success. MEET fabric.com/success. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions.
You missed it. You missed what you said. They're not hearing you. No. Listen to me. If you're speaking, if you're anywhere and you feel uncomfortable, the only reason you feel uncomfortable is because you're thinking about what somebody's thinking about you. And you know why you feel uncomfortable? Because you're not being your natural self. So the only thing that stops you from being your natural self is thinking about what other people are thinking about you. When you no longer think about what people think about you, then you're your natural self. And guess what they are? They're attracted to you. Because you're your natural self.
Patreon. Go to the Patreon.
I'm just saying, that's it right there. I'm just saying, anytime I get on stage and I'm not my best, it's because I was worried about these white Caucasian baby boomers in the room looking at me like this. When I would go to Oakwood, and bruh, I just left Oakwood, bruh, murdered them. Didi was like, how'd you do? I said, phenomenal. She said, how you feel like you did phenomenal? I'm on stage with a baseball cap on and some shoes. You're not supposed to be able to do this. You're not supposed to be, this Oakwood. This is conservative among conservative. This is our, bruh, this is our, what do you call it? Mothership.
Mecca.
Oakwood is the Mecca. It's a certain way you supposed to, I'm in that joker like, and the kids, E.T., I'm being my natural self, murdering them. This cat's hitting me up. Skip, E, thanks for what you did. Bruh, thanks for what you did for Stinger. My other, Graham called me. My son was there. Bruh, he loved Oakwood in the way because the way you pumped it up. E, I was in my natural self. I see elderly people looking at me when I get up. I'm laughing at them. That you still conservative when it ain't working. These kids ain't even coming here. I got to come here and promote. Then I murdered them all when I said, yo, y'all kids think I'm in here doing this because I went to Oakwood and I'm doing so well. And y'all think I'm coming back here to talk about it. I said, no. Let me explain something to you. This is why I know I love Oakwood. Because they banned me for 5 years. And I waited till the ban was over. And I got better, not bitter. Now I'm back. Now these kids like, whoa, that happened to you? The kids looking at me like, yo, that happened to you? I'm like, absolutely. They banned me. Y'all didn't even know I got banned. But I'm back. And guess why I said it? Because it came to my brain. But guess what the old me would have done?
Don't say that.
Don't say that because somebody might hear it. Let them hear it. Because the only thing that's going to happen when you be yourself is what? You're going to attract more of who you are. When you're not yourself, guess what you're going to attract? More of fake.
I was going to say
so
more
when you
of not
being
what
fake,
you
you're
want.
going to attract fake. And so now all these fake people going to come in your life to do what? To try to take whatever they think you have that they can give. But guess what? The real people go.
And that's how you end up with all these bummy relationships you got.
Because you with some man. When I told Didi, I said, man, let me tell you something. I love you. I said, and she said, I know, but why you saying that this morning? I said, because it's crazy. You know me, and you still put up with me. Like you know me through and through. You know I'm gonna lose stuff. You know I'm gonna have piss on the toilet. You know you're gonna be pissed. Like you ain't cleaning the toilet. You know it's gonna be a time where I'm not gonna clean the toilet. I'm just being real.
I ain't want to turn the light on to disturb.
I'm just being real. You know clothes. I'm gonna wash something by mistake and shrink one of your good outfits. Like you already know it, but you still treat me like I'm somebody. Yeah. And I want to say thank you because most people think we got a great relationship.
In fairness,
because
you did love her with the Jerry curl. So
I did. You know I did. But you so I just want to make sure we clear, Maul. Anytime you feel uncomfortable, is because you are uncomfortable. You're worried about what other people think about you when all you should be worried about what you think about yourself.
And can I take it one step further?
Yeah, please.
You take that.
Make it a step 4. Give me
Step
that.
4. So what I'm saying, well, it's kind of before what you said, because I'm saying you go to the room uncomfortable because you thought about being uncomfortable at home. It didn't start when you get in the room.
Say that again, hold on.
Yeah, I got it, Carl.
When you
Yeah.
go
You
into
was thinking
the
about
room,
them when you was at the crib.
You was
before
at
got
home thinking about
them.
what to wear.
Yeah.
So you could be comfortable. I'm really
learning
trying
right
to
now.
help people, Maul.
Yeah.
You thinking about what to wear so you could be comfortable
No question.
in there and all
No
that. So at
question.
home, you already thinking about being uncomfortable and how you gonna fit in. So by the time you get there, you already lost the
No
battle.
question. No question.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, I do. I get what you're saying.
To
no question.
C's point,
No question.
I used to laugh at people talking about a mantra, like get in the mirror and talk to yourself. Oh no, talk to yourself.
Right.
Yeah, talk to yourself.
you ain't gotta be
Tell
in the mirror,
yourself.
though.
You don't
Yeah.
got to be in the mirror.
I see pride.
I see pride.
Yeah.
I see power. I'm saying talk to yourself because Maul, you got to get
Mother.
to that point. Maul looking at me
do me a
like, bro, I
favor.
can't understand.
Yeah, I can't understand it, but what I can say, this is step 5. This is to the other side of it now.
Yeah, get it
you
on
know,
the
it's the other side. It's the other side.
Get us on the
To
other
the
side.
mountaintop.
Come on, Maul. Come on.
side.
I see.
We
We
can
may
solve
not
this
get there
poverty
together.
trade.
Oh, well, we as a people, we'll get
We
there.
gonna get there.
So while you're giving yourself daily affirmations,
Yes.
when you're in the mirror and you're saying, I can do it, I am somebody,
Yeah.
I need you to make sure that you're telling your son or your daughter that you are somebody and you can do it and you so that way now you can stop the
can
residue.
do it.
So you know what I'm saying?
They don't have to
I don't
go
care.
through that.
I don't care how big. Put them on your lap. Bud, get on your daddy lap, man.
Patreon.
You gotta pay for that.
Yeah. That's
you learning
Patreon only. Patreon only.
Not that free boy.
Yeah,
no.
you gotta break talk. You gotta break the curse.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Because from what like you were
Yeah.
saying, it come
Yeah.
down from
It does.
generation to
It
generation.
does.
So now while you dealing with the residue that was passed on you,
Not even realizing you dealing.
not even realizing you're
Passing
dealing
it
with
on.
it, let's go ahead and that's
cut
step
it now.
5. Let's start while you're working on you.
Yeah.
Let's start,
That's good,
man.
bro.
Working on that little one that you got.
We shall overcome.
Oh, bro, we gotta.
We shall overcome. Someday.
Bro, you gotta do it. And I think that's
my
something.
hand. See half one.
I know, right?
Get it
Yeah,
first,
yeah,
fit it like that.
This side of me still want to impress y'all. No, yeah. Let me keep my foot on your neck.
Yeah, but no, you have to. You got to build. I just think about just something that with me and C. Even yesterday I spoke at.
Come on, yeah, hold on. Let me do the proper introduction.
let's
That's
set
the
that
whole
up.
thing, bro.
I didn't want to change.
Listen,
But
no, let's switch it up. Man, I got up before I watched my Lions win and watched my brother at his church. And Maul, they go to, they started small, but they church got 25,000
Yeah,
people.
25,000. Yeah.
Shout out to Pastor Hannah. But Maul did 3 sermons yesterday.
Pastor Maul.
And Pastor Maul.
Bishop.
Hey, listen, fire.
Keynote.
For real. It was great information, and to see people it's always dope when you can see people experience stuff for the first time. I can remember when now nobody really experienced messages for the first time because everybody heard them and just excited. But it was a different kind of excitement when, remember we used to show up with E? It was almost like you had the cat who was going to put up 70 and nobody knew. So you show up to the playground and everybody just sitting there okay, we pick up my man. And you he about to kill. And they don't even know.
You have no
That's how I
clue.
used to feel when we used to roll in spots. We go, some college campus, the kids sitting there like this. And I'm like, y'all have no idea. That's how it was watching Maul yesterday at the church, because I knew some people were familiar, but not everybody. And, bro, when he started going off and going through the story and giving them the information and talking about Lil J and the urinal and, just the whole night, just to see and feel the energy of people just losing it, bro, was crazy. So anyway, I did, of course, want you to talk about that. But yeah, that message was incredible, bro. I put it on S2S page, just like, man, this is, y'all got to watch the whole thing.
I got to see it. I ain't see the
Yeah, no, so Pastor Hannah, he put it, he always had the sermons on YouTube also. You just tap. But yeah, no, just phenomenal, man. Just another, and I always talk about how one door opens up another door. And when we just, since we're talking about like that confidence builder, right? I like literally, bro, when you know who you are, and not only when you know who you are, but when you know whose you are.
Come on.
When you know that you literally got, bro.
Okay, he's still preaching.
Yeah,
I see he's still.
Bro, I'm just saying, but when you know.
Pass the collection plate.
Get a word, fast.
Send your ties to Patreon.
When you know, man, when you know whose you are. Yeah. And I think a lot of us, we look for daddy's affirmation. My daddy wasn't in my life, but you do have a father that was in your life. And it's like, bro, but you don't know who he is, so therefore you don't know who you are.
Wow.
And so now you start running and looking for Leroy or looking for affirmation in Ray Ray and them on the block.
You know they ain't there.
And you know they ain't there, but they showing love. But that's because you ain't experienced the real love that comes from God. And so, man, yesterday I had the opportunity, man, and the blessing to be able to pour into my home church. But I got emotional on stage. When I tell you I got emotional, because 5 pillars: faith, family, finance, fitness, and freedom. Just imagine. Here it is, you've been a member of a church for 17 years, and I ain't like this. It's something that me and C talk about all the time. My pastor is just now finding out about who I am.
Which is another crazy thing, to go back
He
to.
known me, though. He's known me.
Of course.
He's known me as Jamal, the police officer.
No question. From the jump.
From the jump.
Right.
He's always
That's
known
who
me.
you were.
He used to, but I'm talking about like, I literally was a millionaire as a cop.
Yeah.
And he would call me for like, hey, Jamal, somebody just broke into one of our properties. Can you come over here in the squad? And I used to laugh because I ain't never get them kind of calls. Calls I get because I borrow $50,000. But he would say that, and I would be like, and I would just Jimmy on the spot, and I wouldn't go to him like, hey, Pastor, man, I got all of this. The same exact way how CJ just got through talking about how I wouldn't go to him or call him. I wasn't doing that with Pastor Hannah. I was just going to church, go to church. I wasn't going and saying, hey, look what I got. Look what I've done. Look at this. Look at that. I didn't never do any of that. He just found out about me.
He did not need the affirmation. Catch the context clues. He was not looking for affirmation from somebody. It was nothing that he already had.
He was already affirming
Bro,
himself.
what am I going to look for affirmation for?
He was affirming himself by doing what he said he was going, by being who he.
Right. So I wasn't looking
Not
for
the
that.
money.
Yeah.
Not the money. Not
Right.
on squad car while they chilling at the, what do you call that? When they in the hole, they chilling. He was actually looking at profit before he even made money. So Maul had confidence in himself because he was actually doing what he said he was going to do. Like he was being true to Maul.
When you have that confidence in you, you no longer have to seek out.
No question. But what I'm saying, where does it come from though?
Huh?
The confidence comes from you doing what you said you was going to do and being what. So, because here's a challenge. When you're doing it for somebody else, whether you know it or not, it's
hollow.
It never does anything.
And it's never enough.
Right.
To Carl's
Carl's
point, it's like, bruh, I'm never going to be able to tell you good job enough for you to never need it.
Right.
As long as you need it.
As long as you need it.
There's no, I could say, like, on this video, I could tell you 10 videos in a row, and on the 11th video, you like, see, he ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
This one must not be good.
Man, he don't fool with
It's real talk.
So now, you ebbing and flowing with somebody else's energy who may or may not even understand, and like you said, ain't thinking about you really like that, no way.
I just it was dope for real. I just thought it was dope.
I'm saying,
Period.
so that's my point. And so when you constantly in search, it's a hollow high that you constantly in search of. And when you find it in yourself, like I said, things, opportunities, and the right people end up coming your way. You see what I'm saying?
You got to be careful too, bro, because what you do when you're doing that is you are.
What am I doing?
Huh?
What am I doing? Talk to me.
I don't say.
Tell me what I'm doing, Maul.
Speak that way.
I'm saying.
Get back in the squad car.
When you're looking for that,
when
when you're looking for that affirmation from people,
Yeah.
what you're doing is, man, you taking away something that comes from above. You're taking away, bro. Your faith, literally now, is not. Your faith ain't in God now. Your faith is in man.
And again,
your faith, bro. You really hear that?
No.
Your faith now. You're looking
that.
because you're looking for, bro. God put a gift inside of you. Carl, ain't nobody better when it comes to editing. It's nobody better when it comes to everything that you was doing on the other side of the camera. But you're looking for affirmation from a person that don't even know how to turn on a camera. You're looking for affirmation from somebody that can't even carry your bags when it comes to that. Real talk.
No, 100%.
And so that gift that you have can only come from God. So why are you looking for this man to
Which is already affirmed.
Which is already affirmed.
he
It was
gave it to
affirmed
you.
before
Because he
I
gave
knew
it to you,
I
yeah.
knew your name.
Before I knew your name, I gave it to you.
Before you were formed in the womb, I knew who you were.
But if the next man don't say I got it, then I don't got it.
Right, but then what you end up doing is
Imagine
you end up
God
taking your
telling
faith
you,
away.
you the
You end up
one,
taking
and
your
then you
faith
looking for
away
some
by
random-
looking for this guy to affirm you when God is like, this is all the
God done
information you
already
need.
told you, hey, you the one, and you looking at somebody else like,
Am I the one?
Am I the one?
imagine
What you think, C?
that.
But listen to I'm saying.
Imagine
and
that.
this is what-
God himself
I
done
don't know
told
if y'all
you the
remember
one.
Mexico when I
You
said,
looking for me.
hey, when I said I had to go
Bro,
to a
I'm
dark
flawed as all
place,
get
I'm
out.
saying
I
God
remember
is
that.
so good. In Mexico, I told y'all I had to go to E like, yo, E, I don't feel like I'm in sync with you. And that was God saying, Negro, you can't be in sync with him.
him.
I need to remove all, I'm talking about any other person in your way, I got to remove them.
You need to be in sync with me.
And that's it.
That's
I'm
what God
saying,
said, right, that's
but
it.
I'm saying, what I'm saying for me, I'm praising God for God because
Yeah.
He helped me through that process.
Yeah.
On my own, I'm still looking for it. That's my flesh. You see what I'm saying? God Himself had to be like, I'm going to wedge the relationship where you ain't got nothing else to turn to, nobody else to turn to. And when you and I lock
I
in,
was still here for you for the record. You know what I'm saying? I know he better. Yeah, for the record. Hey,
but
hey, this podcast lasts forever. I want to make sure.
God, I'm saying I'm reinforcing your point. God Himself had to be like, okay, you're not getting it, Carl. You're still looking for affirmation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break all the ties. Not break them, but I'm gonna put a wedge between them.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to figure out some stuff with me.
And make
you.
them and make them proper.
Right.
Because
right.
we need to be in a relationship with each other.
Right.
But
Reconnect
if you in a relationship, I've seen kids do this. I've seen two young ladies in particular who were super close with their mom in a very unnatural way. And mom passed, and their whole life was their whole life because they put their trust in their mom.
Yeah.
And so mom gone, which mom gonna go at some point. That's scripture. So that's why God was like, it's gotta be me.
Yeah.
Because if it ain't me. So here's what I just said. I wanna make sure, Maul, we caught this part. You are, C said it, but I just wanna make sure we clear. You are literally looking on the outside for something that can only happen on the inside.
There you go.
Confidence cannot come from, affirmation cannot come from anybody outside. God didn't even make it like that. He made it for the inside. Why? Because you're with you more than anybody else is with you. So if you need somebody on the outside to do it, they're not gonna be able to be there for you.
Ain't that why it's called self-esteem?
Self.
It's self-esteem.
So what makes it easy now, Maul, is I was called to speak.
Yeah.
I wasn't called to be a perfect speaker.
Watch yourself.
I wasn't called to be a perfect person.
Watch
I was
yourself.
called to speak. So every time I do it, something magical happens. I don't get the same number of views every time I post a thing, but I get the same reaction. Somebody was changed.
Yeah.
Bro, somebody hit me the other day like, oh, E, bro, you know, cause we were doing the algorithm. Bro, you had like 1 million on this, 100-something thousand. You only got 30,000 on that. I said, do me a favor. You on the internet. Come off the internet for a minute. Imagine, if you will, a room full of 30,000
Tell people
people.
that. Yeah. Bruh, that's a
Bro, have
stadium.
you lost your mind?
That's a stadium.
You saying 30,000 people ain't no. Imagine a room full of 30,000 people and you talking to 30,000 people and you impacted 30. Now let's say this. We don't even know that it's 30,000 because it said 30,000 views. We don't know if a prisoner, and they got some prisoners watching it. We don't know if it's a classroom full of kids. We don't know if my husband, the wife, the 2 kids listen to it. We don't know what those numbers are. But you are trying to superimpose on me your little stupid beliefs. I'm telling you, anything that we did started with 5 or 6 of us. Any program we've ever started, any video that we ever done, any podcast we ever started, it started with that's why I be jocking my grandma and I got her face on my clothes. Why? Because before I was anything, that's how I know my grandma loved me. Before I was anything, when I was getting kicked out of school, when I was homeless, my grandma would be like, I'm coming into town, find my grandson. I don't care he homeless, I don't care what's going on. Somebody know where he at. I'm coming to town, let me see my grandson. That's why I got so much love for my grandma. She wasn't on no, he homeless, he got kicked out, he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. My grandma like, yo, I did not come to Detroit to see you. Where's my grandson at?
Yeah.
If he homeless,
I ain't never heard you talk about that.
Oh, bro, my grandma told you came to everything.
I'm saying homeless, she finds
My
you?
grandma like, where is he at? Somebody know where he at.
Wow.
Somebody know my man. Somebody got a friend. He go to some church. He's somewhere. He got a job. He's somewhere. I need to see my grandson. And my grandmother always made me feel like what you said.
You're the one.
here go the challenge though with a lot of us when it comes to God. When I was going through my go-through, I separated myself from my family. I separated myself from my mom, and I separated myself from my grandma and from my sister. I separated myself.
Yeah.
And so now I'm in somewhere where cats can't love me like they can anyway. I should have not went homeless. I should have packed my bags and went to my grandma's house. I should have went back to Chicago. I should have slept on my grandma's couch and just been around my grandma and got that love. But else, I was somewhere else where cats was like, oh, you ain't selling dope? I was never, that's not even my brand.
Yeah.
I don't even have a shoot brand. I don't got a, what do they call that with the female? Like, you know how they would gang up and it would be like multiple people? Like, that just wasn't my swag. Like, but I'm in a spot where people want me to.
Technical terms of train.
You know, he gonna make sure, he gonna make sure.
I was like, is he talking about a gangbang?
More, you know I'm trying to be, more. I gotta, you know,
Webster's defining
more. We gotta change, more. All I'm saying, Korshad,
I'm sorry,
we got 5-year-olds
Sorry.
Korshad, you know we got 5-year-olds listening, 6-year-olds listening. He gotta take.
Sorry,
I try to keep it G for the whole family. He gotta always take
But you
it
kept
to the,
like, what's the,
I wasn't saying it like that.
I knew it.
I wasn't saying it like that. I know what it's called. I know what it's called.
when you got multiple, and
You got a female. I was like,
He was not that.
we knew he gonna
We know. He got to say it out loud. He got to say it out loud.
Edit that.
Now you got some 5-year-old asking their parent.
it's right on the tip of my tongue.
What CJ said, what does he mean? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, choo-choo
Organifi.
train. Choo-choo train.
Yeah, Organifi. He about to change them kids' little toys and their concept for the rest of their life.
What was that about?
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. I'm not.
But back to the church then.
Get us out of this hell.
But back, now my last little point on that, man, was that, bro, it was no better feeling to be.
Look at he know he's
Oh, he
wrong.
embarrassed. He
He's talking about.
like, my.
Hey,
I just know we got 6-year-olds. I've been thinking about it.
hey, when y'all watch this back, you gonna see he was really.
Oh, I know. He know exactly what it's called. He was trying to, he was trying to beat around the bush and just saying that wasn't my brand. But
Well,
I
we
found
coined the
myself-
whole term for it. You could have just said grown man gifts.
No,
But-
that was a different. That's a little different.
Young man's gifts.
It's a little
That's like a one-on-one.
That's a little
Several gifts.
Yeah. That's the little. But I'm just saying that wasn't my brand. But because of me not being who God called me to be, I'm somewhere where I'm not supposed to be ever. But I wasn't supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I should have been in school. You know what I'm saying? I should have been working on my ACT or SAT. I should have been playing sports. You know what I'm saying? Like I should have been running track, or I should have been playing baseball. Like I should have been doing what I love to do. But now I'm somewhere looking for something instead of being something. And for a lot of us, we're looking for something, and that look is always going to take you away from the being is what's going to allow you to be blessed. You know what I'm saying, by being who God. Because again, I always say this, and I know for some of y'all it may be a cliche, but an eagle not trying to fly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not focused on, okay, let me see how to flat my. It is. And when it is what it reaps the benefit. I saw an eagle, bruh, snatch up like a bobcat or something. And I'm like, yo, bro, I didn't even know they did that. They go and scoop and grow animals. Just come on over here. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know they was that strong. You feel me? But they're not asking another eagle, man, you think I can go down there and grab that? You think, bro, I seen like literally a leopard. Like I seen them going after with their claws, going after an animal. They just, bro, go watch a fox. They just scoop it, like just midair, just grab it and take it, and the thing is dangling, and they and it's like they don't go to another one and go, what you think about how I fly? You think I'm capable of? They just are. And I think humans, man, it's too much comparison, like looking at what other people got, want other people to affirm you. And I'm just learning, man, like if you're with the right people, doing the right things, you don't have to manufacture anything. You just be
It's so crazy. Even when I was in a squad car, I never asked not one cop an opinion on, do you think I should do real estate? But guess what? For some reason, they still used to give me their opinion.
Right.
Oh man, I don't think you should be doing this, man. You should be doing the next promotional test. You should be doing this. It's like, dog, whether you ask people or you don't ask people, they're gonna give you their opinion no matter what and try to tell you. And now them same people, they used to give me their opinions, are now sitting back right now calling me, asking me for help.
Yeah.
For your opinion.
No, for his money.
No, not for my opinion. They ask for my knowledge.
Wow.
They asking for my knowledge. The difference between opinion and knowledge. And now they asking me, how did you do? Man, I did it wrong. But now I want to tell them it's too late. You got way more years behind you than you have in front of you now. You know, so.
And just real quick, share this episode because for that person that's in that environment that don't have this, y'all watching this, y'all probably got it. I'm saying share it. Because there's some people that need to hear this. Like, you don't even, what your mom used to say, you don't know that you don't know that you don't know.
Triple dark.
Like, you just in that community and you doing it and you just think that's all it is. So I'm challenging y'all. Share this with 10 people.
Well, how do you know if it's you? You know it because you're not getting the results.
You ain't, yeah.
You're
right.
in the community that you're in,
but
you're not getting the results.
And if you got babies, like I said, please, you got babies. Start pouring into them. Tell them, man, give them these affirmations. Tell them how great they are. Tell them, man, just build their confidence. And not just build it by telling them things. You got to show them things too. Trey, boom. Hey guys, welcome to Trey's Conference. That's not about him telling jokes. That's about that boy gaining confidence.
On stage.
Boom, my son, every time I speak and he's with me, literally, I had him flying first class right next to me. We go to the conference yesterday at the church. I had little Jay sitting on the side of the stage, literally. And then when I was talking about faith and I was talking about the birth of my son, I said, let me show you all the evidence of faith. Son, come out here. Had my son come walk on stage. He walked out there with confidence. Why? That wasn't his first time on that stage. He walked out there on 120 on that same stage. He came out there and he walked out there looking to grab the mic. You know, but it's something that starts at birth. It's something that goes over time, and we're building confidence in it. So you got to start building that confidence level in your children.
Yeah, and not just by saying stuff, also by I really do believe this. Like my parents was affectionate with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in an affectionate household. And I am affectionate with my kids. Like I hug and kiss my kids daily, all day.
Same
like
here.
we cuddle. I'm on that, and it's like I can't explain it, but it does something for you when you have that family unit or something that you know. Hey, this home base. This is safe. I always have this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you start creating tension in your house or even being too much, and you're not. Cause I love it. I'm just being real. I see a lot of dudes like, you're not showing your wife, like your kids watching how you treat your wife.
Come on.
They watching how you treat them. And if you cold, if you out in the world and you high-eyed and doing all your thing and then you come home and you cold to them, or you cold to your wife, like I believe they see that. So me and my wife purposely, like what had the kids like catching us hugging and kissing and just like in the kitchen just holding each other. Avery will come up and like, you guys stop, like whatever. But I want them to see, no, I love your mom. And I'm going to hug her, kiss her, hold her, protect her. Like I want Avery to see that. I want Trey to see that. So even beyond, I don't know how we got to this, but even beyond just getting them those affirmations is making sure that they feel that genuine love. And it don't make you, bro, I love it, man. Some bros be trying to act like you hard and like, bro, with your son, like, bro, it's just too much. It's like, bro, hug your kids, kiss your kids, bro, them your kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's how my dad did me. Like me, I promise you, I probably kissed my dad on the lips like a little too long to the point where I was probably about 9 years old. I remember I was getting out the car one day, he was about to leave, and we didn't do it all the time, but just like when it was, we had this conversation before.
Me and my dad ain't never kissed on the lips.
Hey,
by the way,
I'm just
we ain't never kissed on the lips. I know you watching, Dad.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh no,
we ain't never
absolutely,
kissed on the lips.
100%.
I know my dad right now, like, what?
Absolutely. Hey, say what you want. I was probably about 9 or 10. I remember I got to 9 or 10 and I was like, you know what, I'm good. Let me just get a hug and kiss you on the cheek.
Get out the squad car. Get out the squad car.
Get out the squad car. Hey.
No,
hey.
I feel you. You know, the Italians do it.
Oh, absolutely. But here go my thing. If you not doing it at home, and you're not showing them that example of love and affection and attention and all of that,
They're definitely gonna go
going
looking
to
for it.
seek it elsewhere.
Absolutely.
And this ain't no
Absolutely.
sexual stuff or
Right.
nothing like that in terms of like, oh, she gonna be this way or that way. Just in general. You know what I'm saying? Like in general, when you have a deprivation in the area, you said it, you're gonna go out searching for that. So whatever void that is that you leaving, they're gonna find it somewhere else. So just try to make sure as a parent, you could be as healthy as possible. I was telling somebody about this the other day. It's like, bro, you got stress in your household. So what your kids 4 and 3? I'm like, bro, they feel that energy. And you creating stress in them whether you know it or not. And it's like, you think you not because you just, you know what I'm saying, going through life, are they little or whatever, but it's like, bro, they growing up in that stress?
Do you believe that stress has an adverse effect on their confidence too?
Absolutely.
everything,
for sure.
bro.
And that's my point, is like, you have to create that, like, if nothing else, bro, let your home be the haven.
See, that's something I've always said, like, yo, and that's what I knew in terms of a marriage, like, yo, I gotta do this right, because I cannot live in a world where you exposed to all that and then come home and gotta deal with the stupid stuff too.
Yeah.
That's something that I've always said, no, my home is gonna be my safe place on planet Earth.
Yeah.
I can't control nothing else, but
And I say that to those of you who like, man, see, like I ain't there. You know, we are on that. You know, one of the things, man, I was so happy. My daughter was talking to somebody the other day, and she was like, yeah, I want to be married. I want a marriage like my parents. And the thing I love the most is, I think what I had to do, see, because I had to heal in my marriage. You know, so my kids saw me, you know, I can say I do it naturally though. You know, I'm just intense all the time. Me and you go there, but you don't bother, whatever reason. Like me and Jay could go there, but Didi and Jada, they don't really like that passion thing. But my daughter was saying like, yo, my dad ain't perfect, but the thing that I love about my dad is he don't have no problem saying he wrong when he wrong. And we watched him grow. So she like, yo, I know my dad, but I can tell you my dad ain't the same person he was not even 5 years ago. Like my mom say she don't like something, he gonna work on it. Yeah. You feel me? So I'm gonna say to those of you out there who ain't there, like you not where she is saying you need to be, like don't make no excuse. It's just like, yo, I realized, you know, I didn't particularly care for it. I'm like, yo, Didi, you trying to make me something that I'm not. Like I get passionate, period. Like that's what I do. Nobody that know me think I'm soft-spoken. You feel me? But she was like, well, I don't like it. Me and my mom never, you know, talk to each other like that. And I'm like, I ain't talking to you like nothing. Like I ain't cuss you out. I've never called your mama out her name. Like I ain't never call you no name. I'm just loud. Like that's, everybody know me, know I'm loud. Well, I don't like that when we talking. I'm like, okay. So my daughter's like, yeah, Dad, I saw you change, you know? And even my wife, she's changing in some areas now. Why? Because I changed. So it's almost like, yo, I told her. Matter of fact, it was funny the other day. She was at me on something I did, and so I was just like, oh, no, don't. She's like, I ain't screaming how like you do. I said, you not, but you direct. I'm like, you super direct. And there's some times where I feel like this is just a hot dog. Like, I don't know why you got to be that direct over a hot dog. And she was about to be like, that's just who I am. And I was like, well, I was just loud.
Yeah, that's just who I am.
I was just loud, but I made the adjustment. She's like, you right. So how would you want me to hold you? And then, I was like, absolutely I do. Yeah, I do. I want you to hold me and talk to me nice. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, so I'm just saying for those of you, I heard my daughter not go, well, I don't want to be married because my dad was loud. I don't like loud. She's like, yo, no, I saw my father change. And that's what I want to teach her. Even when you get in a relationship, you may not marry a perfect man, and he may have his struggles, but you're going to have to, if you love each other, as long as he's willing to repent and not say, I'm sorry, but change, then that's a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, all my fathers out there especially, like, yo, if you ain't, I hear what y'all saying, and my wife be making me listen to this podcast because she think, and it's too, yo, bro, none of us in any area we in. Maul just said he wasn't where he was financially, and he had to grow there. So all of us here have had an area where we weren't there when we first started. Yeah. I'm a better father. Man, I'm so grateful that, you know, I got people in our extreme execution, they lost their kids. Two families, sons were murdered. You know, and I always thank God, like, yo, I thank you, Father, that my son is still alive. Why? Because he's gonna get a better father at 53 than he got at 29.
Amen.
You feel me? I was 26 when I had my son. You know what I'm saying? With some of the issues that I had. I ain't perfect, but at 53, you're not gonna have some of the same challenges with me that you had when I was 30. I'm gonna continue to grow. And I just think
ever since you came out that water, for the second time.
Wore that second time, y'all. That
Remember
second,
when he got rebaptized?
yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Oh no,
Reg
for real. That's
gone.
when it stopped.
Yeah, no,
I
real
never,
talk.
but like I said, I never thought I would never describe you as angry, but
Yeah, my wife, just, she just.
he's just loud.
Yeah, she just rubbed it the wrong way. And I'm not tripping. And that's what I said. I never felt that I was no kind of way. I never felt like I'm sinning against God. But God was like, no, you're not sinning against me. I'm proud of you. But it's an irritant to your wife. And you in a relationship and it's about compatibility. So she can't.
I guess I can't really take, if you ain't cussing, we ain't
It
really.
ain't really beefing like that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, it's only.
That's how I grew up. That's how I felt.
I'm saying, like,
how I
if we go in there, you like.
Yeah, cussing
So I
me
guess-
out, calling me out
yeah.
my name.
Yeah, but if it's just like loud, like debating your point,
Right,
loud.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never looked at that as like, you know what I'm saying?
Which is why I never had to stop with you. And I never got baptized. You know what I'm saying? We was good. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, it is about what we're talking about. It's about methods. And you can't use unhealthy strategies to create a whole family, a healthy family. You have to use positive, healthy strategies to get healthy. And that's all I was saying on this podcast. There are many of us, you keep doing the same dumb stuff, and you're mad that you're not getting different results. And it's like, how long? God said, choose you this day. If you want to do that, do that. But you can't do certain things and not get results, and then you pissed. It's like, yo, you got to switch up the game. Even just now, like, I'm like, God, forgive me. I do a great job of making money. I had this church, we had 7 figures in the bank, but they were just sitting there, Ma. And God was like, oh, I'm happy that you was able to, y'all ain't got no debt. We ain't got no debt. We don't owe nobody nothing. But God is like, you still got room to grow. You got money sitting in the bank. Why is it sitting in the bank? Give it back to the bank. Let them hold it to give you at least a 4-5%, whatever, but it's other options. So I had to grow and go, yeah, this is an area that I got to grow. So a lot of y'all take offense when somebody say something to you. You just saying I ain't doing nothing. We're not saying that. But we are saying that there's room to grow and there's strategies. You don't even got to put up effort. Like a lot of y'all, you putting up effort. You still ain't hitting that 3. You don't have to put up effort. Use the right strategies, you get the right outcomes. Use the wrong strategies, you get the wrong outcomes. And we're here at this podcast to help you out to get the right outcomes.
I know what you're thinking, man. You at the crib like, yo, this is so rich. Can't believe I get this for free. How can I pay these guys back? Get your butt on Patreon. Okay?
Right now.
That's what they thinking.
Right
Yeah,
this second.
come on, man.
That was good.
For those of y'all who like, man, we need some extra y'all missing the series. We got a Maul vs. CJ series on Patreon live right now. Hilarious. So yeah, go to Patreon, S2S Podcast, go to Patreon. The lowest is $7 a month.
$7
Now shout out to all of y'all who do 7. I love y'all. But shout out to my people who be like, yo, I'm doing 20, I'm doing 50. We see y'all too. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody over there, man, we tried to make it very affordable. $7, you get everything. And we doing some fun stuff over there. It's basically what it is for those of y'all like, what is Patreon? We go do a whole other podcast at one of Eazy's cribs. I say one of them. We got about 4, 5, 6 cribs now. We go do what happens when we leave here? We go eat and then we go hang out at the crib.
It's Maul's fault.
And if y'all think the jokes be flying on this, the jokes fly. Let me tell you something. Corshawn might not make it another episode. He be laughing so hard. Yeah, it's a little bit more unfiltered. Well, I don't know now that Eden told people how to run a caboose off through this joint.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Kids watching.
It is. This one is good. We done took it to PG-13. It's PG-13 now. I'm going to just say it. Listen,
Rashawn,
y'all
please
been
do your
rapping with
magic.
Listen, we did G at first.
You got to edit that, man.
Then I moved us into PG. And now we just on
13,
PG-13.
raw. We in R always with you.
No.
We stay in R.
R?
We stay in R.
R?
Now, sometimes you take us to MA. You know what I'm saying?
You just took us to NC-17.
I didn't say Jack.
See, help me.
Only the adults who needed to know the reference understood the reference.
Right.
That's it. Yeah, I try to keep it Walt Disney. He gonna always elevate us up.
R, Carl? Is that fair? R?
It's close. It's close. It's approaching R.
It wasn't no
Is
PG-13.
there anything between 13 and R?
MA, doggone it.
No, MA is after.
MA.
I'm gonna say the R for when I do my own podcast by myself. You know what I'm saying? Late night jokes with C. It's gonna be like Def Comedy Jam. What else we got? So Patreon, Carl, come on.
MovingPastPotential.com, y'all. It's
Yes,
going
sir.
down. You could get your tickets right now on the website. And to East Point, I'm saying it all the way. It ain't perfect. I forgot. Can I quick sideway? Your mindset is crazy. I'm just telling you, poverty mind. I should have said this earlier. I forgot. I'm an F5.
I just realized I missed the memo on the Jays. That's crazy.
Hey.
My bad. Go ahead.
I put on the website the payment plans before I put the full price, like for you to make the full payment. I'm just telling you, poverty mindset. Come on, like I'm just being real with y'all. No, I just want to be real. No, I want people to understand.
I don't understand.
So you can put on the website pay in full or make the payments.
Yeah.
Carl only put a payment plan.
Not only I
You just put
intended.
that first.
I made some changes. I had the full payment up, made some changes, focusing on the plans, and never put the other
But
one
the
back
full
up.
payment
Poverty
is
strategy.
cheaper. The full payment is cheaper than the payment plan.
Yeah, but that's my point.
Yeah,
see,
but-
I'm just saying my mindset is I
but-
want to make sure people
Poverty
see it.
strategy.
I'm just trying to be real, y'all. Like this is something that
But-
is they're clowning. I'm gonna talk to y'all.
No, I'm trying to explain.
No, I didn't understand.
And now Marlon
No, Marlon wouldn't understand.
No, because I
Yeah,
did.
but Marlon's saying that's actually better for you in the long,
In the long run. But no, I'm saying
To
I'm
pay in
going
full.
through.
Yeah.
You're paying full because it's cheaper.
Right.
So
But I'm
that
saying,
benefits them.
But in his head,
in my
yeah.
mind,
I got
because of
you.
the
Just
poverty
saying he
mindset,
did.
I'm saying like, yo, you see a smaller amount, chances are you'll buy.
Yeah.
I'm still showing you how it affects you real time. So anyway, all that to say.
Maul been rich so
In my
long.
mind,
I
I'm
got
like,
you.
the better deal is to pay
Is to pay it full.
up front. Then I get it.
That's
Yeah.
because you up.
No, that's how I was when I was down, bro. That's what got me
It
up.
saves you money
Pause.
doing it that
Yeah,
way.
no
but-
question. But keep going, Carl. Keep going, though, Carl. Keep going.
Hey,
Stay focused, Carl. Stay focused, Carl.
so I'm just sharing with y'all, like,
Look in the camera. Look in the camera, Carl. Stay focused.
Don't ever let nobody tell you
Oh,
it ain't
my
already
God.
been in Maul. Been in them since he
my
was.
point is the website is done, but I'm showing y'all how your
All right, it's R
mindset,
now. I'm sorry.
even when
Go
you
ahead,
do
Carl.
it, yeah, I'm
Start
ignoring you.
over.
This little kid.
MovingPastPotential.com. Even when you step in and doing the right thing, your mindset still affects you. Like again, the payment plan should be done simultaneously. You got the option, but because I'm thinking that way, now I'm looking for like this might look cheaper, this might be better. Still thinking about what you're thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, the website's there, but I'm showing you I'm still not doing it perfect. But that's not gonna stop me. The website's there. The event December 8th through 10th.
Where's it at?
Orlando. Day 1 and day 2,
on.
y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. Day 1 and day 2, we doing full sessions. VIP day 2 afternoon, but day 3, like we got an Airbnb, and I'm talking about a beautiful spot, and I'm literally 10 people. 10 people. Like I really want to
that's
sit
it?
down and work with you. Just 10.
So it's conference style, day 1 and day 2.
Day 1 and day 2, and
Nice.
then day 3 is
Oh, wow.
Airbnb, intimate, like we sitting down and really working through like, yo, what are the challenges you got? Let's leave here with a plan. You're not just leaving here, oh, this was a great event, cool. This is, no, not information, transformation. So
In Orlando.
in Orlando.
You and
So
Tamisha.
What's the date?
Tamisha's there. Ray gave me December 8th through 10th.
Praise God, bro. I'm proud of you.
Ray said, Carl, don't make the VIP deep. It's fellowship with the Phillips. He's like, just fellowship with the Phillips. Don't make it deep. If you create the healthy family, people need that. Just be that. And have people in the environment. But anyway, so yeah, movingpastpotential.com.
Love y'all.
Numsy, one property away. What you got?
Yeah, we got One Property Away Summit, bro. Listen, I'm listening.
Come on, talk to me.
I'm just about to let you know. Like, man, when are you going to do something for you? Just straight up, when? Like all the stuff that we talking about things, it's not by chance that they've happened in our lives. Listen, I'm seriously telling you that you are one property away. It's something in your life. You tell me. It's something in your life that you've been waiting on. Matter of fact, it's something in your life that you've been playing lottery for the last doggone 10 years. The Powerball $1 billion, you didn't win. Somebody in California won. You
Yeah.
didn't win. You didn't win. Whoever you
Yeah.
are, you didn't win. And you were saying,
Man.
I heard you speaking in the line, and you were saying,
Yep.
man, as soon as I get that Powerball, I'm going, man, I'm gonna buy this car. We're gonna take
You
the
are
trip.
the Powerball.
We're gonna take the trip, or we're gonna go visit this country. Man, we're gonna go to the Amalfi Coast. We gonna live in this kind of house. We gonna drive this kind of car. It was something that you said that you was gonna do, and I'm sitting there telling you one property away from getting those things.
Yeah.
You're one property away, and so that's what we're gonna be discussing. You need to be in the building. The first class that came through, man, these people, man, they joined, and now they are buying property. We got at least, so from the first group, we got over 15 people with contracts on properties already.
And that's a couple of weeks.
And that's a couple weeks, and I'm sitting there telling you.
Wow.
Contracts on properties. This
Contracts on properties. We ain't talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
hey, no, contracts on properties. You are
Yeah.
one property away
love it.
from realizing what you want to get in life. And if you don't show up, you will never get there. You're going to still have that lottery mentality. 30 years going to go by, and you're still going to be talking about what it is that you hoping and wishing for when you win a lottery. And I'm telling you, you can have that right now. So go to onepropertyawaysummit.com.
When is that?
Onepropertyawaysummit.com. It's the second week in November. I don't know the exact days.
November 14th?
Is it November 14th?
I don't know. 13th?
Yeah,
That's
I
Monday.
think- yeah. It's the 13th.
13th is a Monday.
Okay, cool. So, yep, it's the 13th.
Oh, yeah, so we're going to pod too.
Yep, so, man.
You going to be here?
Am I? Okay, so watch this.
Hold on.
So I'm going to set you up for that because the week before that is How Bad Do You Want It Challenge.
Come on.
Absolutely free.
Come on,
Let's
get out
go.
here.
Absolutely free to you.
Habit
You got
stacking.
a whole month. You got.
No, I'm just being real. How bad do you want? Because
We got
I'm
it
starting
free?
to realize some of y'all, you can't get the one property because you got this giant in front of you. You're dealing with something that don't allow you to be consistent, or you're dealing with something that don't allow you to follow through, or you're dealing with something that every time you get to it, it stops you from going to where you're trying. You've been writing the book, you've been getting the property. Carl, you've been writing the book, you've been
Yeah.
So how bad do you want it? Listen to me, absolutely free.
Let's go.
How bad do you want it challenge? And we're going
What's
to
the
show
site?
you how bad do you want it.com.
Just not
How
challenge.
bad do you want it challenge.com.
Okay.
One of the things I'm going to deal with, C said, I hope y'all didn't miss it on that podcast. He said, most of you don't realize you cannot be successful without dealing with adversity. And he said, most of y'all stop at the point of adversity because you don't think adversity is a part. You
It's
think
a part of it.
You thinking everything's supposed to go smooth. And when it don't, it blow your mind. So we're going to teach you how to slay
It blow
giants.
your mind.
We're going to blow
Come
your
on,
mind.
man.
You in a
And I'm looking
crazy
forward to
mental
that,
space.
E, because
Yeah.
we could really go, like, on that one, me and E already been talking about it. We're going to take y'all through
Yeah.
some of those adversities.
Yeah, for real.
And show you, for real, just how we slayed them dragons.
Yeah.
Because, like, when we say adversity, we're not talking about your run-of-the-mill, oh, they said we couldn't get any funding. We're talking about some stuff that could have took us out.
Yeah.
That could have ruined relationships, that could have ruined lives, that could have, some other stuff. So we're going to walk you through, for real, how
The
bad
week
do you
before,
want it?
6th
You know
through
what
the
I'm saying?
10th.
So-
absolutely free. 6th through the 10th, we're going to get your mind right.
Yeah.
And then boom, that next week, when's yours, Carl?
December 8th.
Okay, well then after you get your property, then you go hang out with Carl
Yeah.
in Orlando, in a property.
And if y'all want to come hang out with me, I'm about to go do all my rated R content on Patreon right now. We love y'all. We out of here. We'll
See you next week.
see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself. All right, make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.